So it's been a while. I think I haven't videoed since these guys have been born. Hold on for a second. Okay, so let me try again. I haven't videoed since they've been born, and I think they're 8 days old today. Um, they all have names, and they all have E names. This is the E litter. And we do everything in order of birth. Sorry about my videoing. I was looking down at my paperwork. So let's see. The firstborn is a girl, Effie, short for Ephesus. Everybody has weird names in this litter. I didn't want to go with the normal names because that's what I always do. Like Eden and Evie were on my list, and I took them off. We want to do something different. So this is Effie, and she is the firstborn. She is a plump little girl. She was born stark white, and now as you can see, she's got spots on her. More spots than... Uh-oh, that's Manny under there. He's probably getting too big to climb under the ledge. But anyway, so this is Effie, firstborn. She's female. She's white. I believe she's going to be a white chocolate. I will try to remember to add a picture of their full sibling, who is white chocolate from last year's litter. White, chocolate pigment, green eyes. And, of course, I don't know what color they're... Stop trying to photobomb, right? Her ears obviously are going to have some color. And her pigment in her nose hasn't come in yet, but she's still quite pink. But I'm guessing that she's going to be chocolate. The second girl that was born, the second female born, there were this one here and this one here look very similar. This is Emerald, and we're calling her Emmy. She is, this is probably about one of the lightest forms of red you can get. She is a golden color. She definitely has, come back here, everybody's moving away. She definitely has chocolate pigment. Her back feet, I think, are white, and I'm not sure if they're going to stay white or not. But she's a tiny little thing. You see her nose. I don't really want to shine it in her eyes too much. But you know what? I might be wrong. She may have black pigment. It looked to me like she was chocolate, but I'm looking at her feet. And her feet look black. I might have to let you know on the color of her pigment. I was pretty sure that it was going to be chocolate, but I may be wrong. Anyway, so her name is Emmy. First one was Effie. Her name is Emmy. And the third born is Everly. Hold on, let me pause for a minute. Okay, so this is Everly. And Everly is the smallest of the litter so far. She gets around pretty good. And... she was born stark white, but just yesterday, as she had a little bit of coloring coming in on her head, and listen to her growling. She's got some spunk to her. She's got a little bit of color coming in on her head. And so, I'm not sure what that's going to do. All of these guys, they started off just like that with a little bit of color. So I'm not sure how dark she'll get. Now I was thinking that we don't know what her pigment is yet, but you can see the little dots on her nose. By the end of the week, she's probably going to we'll have a general idea of what color her pigment is. So that's 3 girls. 3 girls were born first, and then we had a boy that was born. And Manny was the first boy, and I know he was over here. Oh, he's crawled all the way over here. So this is Manny. He's red, strawberry, blonde. Okay, don't get upset. He's got a little bit of a red head. His head has actually gotten much darker. Come back here. And he's got 4 white feet. And he's got a white tip on his tail, and he's got some white markings on the back of his head and a white blaze down his nose. And he's a little boy. We're calling him Manny. And let's see. So this is Manny. And so Manny was 4th. He was the first boy. And then we had the last girl born. And we're calling her Gypsy. Gypsy starts with a G, I know. But we're taking that from Egypt, and we're going to knock the E off and call her Gypsy. And Gypsy is the darker of the 2 females. I had to stop and look and see which one was which, but you can see they look alike, but this one here is a little bit darker and a little bit smaller. So she's got some really pretty color. And she's not going to move around for me. She's sleeping. She's got a white foot, and they're hungry. So she's sucking on her foot. And she's got a tiny, tiny dot on her forehead. I may be wrong on my dog's pigment color. That's really bothering me, because I was pretty sure that they were going to be chocolate. Now we're going to have to wait. That's what happens when you get old and your eyesight starts to go. But this is Gypsy. She's the last of the girls. So you've seen all 4 girls and 1 of the boys. The 2 boys that look alike, I'll do them separately. We have the firstborn was Eli, and the difference between the 2, it's Eli and Ezra. The difference between these 2 boys is one has, well, there's several differences if you want to just look at their spots, but this boy here has a brown spot on his butt, and his name is Ezra, but Eli was actually born before him. Let's do one at a time, it might be easier. Their faces look identical. He's got a dirty head. He needs his head wiped. But he's going to be a red party. He's don't know how dark that red of his is going to get. But he's got a ton of white on him. And as he grows, he should become, well, he's already cute. But pretty attractive. Somebody's trying to hide and sneak away. So this one is Ezra. They look very, very similar. Their spotting is a little bit different, but he's a red party as well. And he's got a little red spot on his butt. They're exactly the same size. They're both at about 13 ounces. One is like 13.4, the other one's 13.5. And they look a lot like their sister Effie. But Effie doesn't have as many patches yet, but you can see some of her patches coming in under her skin. Even I just noticed under her elbow here. So, and some on her top of her head. So I don't know how many spots she'll have by the time she leaves. Last pup is this little pup that I thought was black and white. He is actually chocolate and white. Not spoken for yet, but I would assume he's going to probably be the first pick. Just because I have a couple of people who are wanting chocolate, and I've been telling them we're not going to have chocolate in this litter, we're not going to have chocolate in this litter. And not chocolate coated anyway, because the mom is black and white, the father is red, and even though they both carry a recessive gene, I did not expect, I didn't expect chocolate coated. But he is chocolate coated, and His nose seems to be coming in chocolate. He is actually what we call or what I'm going to call a chocolate tricolor. And we say tricolor because he's chocolate and white. And he also has, he's sneezing, he's also got red. Red on the back leg. He's got red eyebrows. Let me see if I can. He's got red eyebrows, red cheeks, red on his legs. So yeah. Okay, I'll put you over here. So that's everybody. We have 4 boys and 4 girls. We have 3 parties and 1 chocolate and a golden and 2 lightly red colored. So a nice assortment of colors. If you have any questions, feel free to email, text, or call me. Okay, that's it.